All right. Welcome back, y'all, to another episode of Brett's Connects and Collects. Quite excited to get into the spread of packs that we have. Got quite the smorgasbord, I like to say, a cornucopia, if you will. But quite a few options. You know, each of them have like unique, special consideration for me as far as with opening. This is a pretty cool tin that I got from the Pokemon Center. We've got a couple of single pack blisters from the Dollar General. Could always count on them right up the street from my apartment. And then these are some super cool exclusive premium blisters, which I'll get into why they're so interesting for me to collect. But as you can see, they're kind of like with that unique sparkle coming off of the very front hollow. This is a Cosmos hollow foil that can only be found in these, what are they called? Yeah, it's like a sleeve booster with some additional promo cards. We've got some random single packs here. Some pretty great sets. Some Vivid Voltage, Palladium Fates, 151. I actually got these packs. Cool story. I got these packs from a buddy of mine that I met years ago. Actually through playing Pokemon Go. And so just, such a tribute to the quality of community and the concept of community that comes from Pokemon, right? I met this guy maybe like 6 years ago now, playing Pokemon Go in Tampa, Florida. And through the years, we just became friends outside of all that, And interestingly, he's gotten into Pokemon packs, which is like a very new thing. And got a couple packs. And I got them from him, so shout out to you, bro. And I think his name, Kumarian, is his Pokemon Go name, so let's go. Yep. One of the great things about this hobby, and I like to talk about it a lot, is the people that you meet. And for example, that we have the Terapagos and Friends. This is a Grand Adventure Collection box, and that's what I love about Pokemon in general. It's like an adventure, right? To me, I don't see it as like a competition, although there are the ideas and notions of gym battles and trainer battles and stuff like that. But even still, it's supposed to be a journey in the sense that you learn how to use your Pokemon better. You grow your Pokemon, you grow your friendship, stuff like that. But, it's good to keep the spirit alive of the hobby for what it's meant to be, which is, I think, friendship, fellowship, community, sharing, trading, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Neat Ogerpon premium collection box. I have actually not opened. This is like, other than these premium blisters right here, which will go ahead and start the video off of this. I have not opened this box, actually. And pretty stoked about it because I played the TCG live. And when you open a box like this, it gives you like a lot. Plus, I think there's some sleeves right here. Cool. I totally forgot they put sleeves in there. And I do collect sleeves, so let's go. Super hyped for that. But yeah, y'all, I just encourage us all to keep the spirit of community alive in the hobby. It's more about sharing than taking, right? Although sometimes you do take things in the process of Pokemon. For example, when I play the game, the object of the game is to take prize cards based on like beating. I already have this coin, so I'm gonna put this aside. From beating like your opponent and stuff like that, but that's only one aspect, I think it's so cool when people share and trade in Pokemon. It's one of my favorite aspects of the hobby. So, but yeah, I actually just went to a trade in a trade event recently Let's get into this Stellar Crown pack. And when I was at the event, like, I was just asking people for their code cards, and they were giving them to me. And then, like, I even had a few people just give me cards from their binders that I was saying I liked or I needed, and they weren't asking for me to trade anything. It's pretty cool. Lechonk, Charge-a-Bug. Oh, right. I think that's a full art, yo. Holy shnikes. What a way to start the video, y'all. It's kind of... Is this from Stellar Crown? Yeah, this is Stellar Crown. Wow, beautiful card, though. I really like this. That's cool. Put that up there. Wow, always like to start the video off with a hit like that. Let's go. And Lechonk is one of my most fondest Pokemon recently from like the new generation. And look at this card. This card is so cute, y'all. I like it. He's just like sneaking out of the bushes, about to grab some mushrooms. I'm down with that, yo. So let's get into why I was super excited to find this particular pack, because I collect master sets, and what I love to do is get exclusive variants of cards that can only be found in these super premium check lane blisters and stuff like that. So it's got a completely unique hollow pattern. The art is still the same, but I like that it has like different hollow patterns. So definitely stoked to include that in the master collection of that set. Now, some of these hollows have been so exclusive that like I actually had to get them through eBay for like $10 or $12 because they were exclusive to like a region or Canada or something like that. Another Dragonite coin. Pretty cool coin though. I do collect coins, but I don't have something to like necessarily put them in yet. What a cool idea that I've always considered for coins is to like make a like a table, like a Pokemon themed table. And you know how you could put like epoxy to seal in like certain objects. And so I would just like put the another pack of Stellar Crown right there, put the coins, in the table, and then put epoxy over them. So it'd be like the coins are like the tabletop. So here's another exclusive holo. We've got that really nice Cosmos holo that goes all the way around the card, as you can see around the edge here. And I just love including that kind of stuff into my a master set collection because it just makes the row of cards like pop a lot more. Yeah. Bring it down a little bit. Appreciate y'all joining me today in another video, Pokemon card opening, and just like collecting, chatting about collecting. I love to collect different things. I think it's such a unique way to stimulate my mind. It's a great way to like bring me some kind of peace and comfort when I have a lot of things going on, or just as like a distraction. And so also it brings a great sense of community with all the people and places that you can share these things with. Swalot, right on, Lapras, Alcremie. Cool holo there with like the bakery in the background. Some of these holos are really neat. It's like they have their own unique story right there within them. All right. So we're going to get into kind of like these two together. But yeah, these Paradox Rift single pack blisters I've gotten recently from the Dollar General. I always usually get something from them like at least once a week or every other week. Now recently they just haven't had that much, so I think these were the last 2 packs that they had. So wish me luck. Look at how they just shred. They just shred apart. Yay, yay. Water energy, my favorite energy in the whole TCG. Let's see what we got. Tinkatuff, Vanillux, Mewtwo EX, Terastallize too, by the way. This is him in electric form. I think that's so unique. These Terastallize cards. I mean, just look how you have such a different sparkle at different angles of the cards, y'all. Let's go. Super hyped for that. First pack of Paradox Rift. Getting into the second one here. Another water energy. Let's see if it's lucky. I like this card. Joltik. Punkaboo. Parathorn. Volcanion. That is a menacing looking card. Dual Turbo. Choose up to 2 of your bench Pokemon and attach a basic Fry energy from your discard pile to each of them. That's pretty good. It's a good way to get your bench revved up with some energy there. Pretty nice. Yeah, I love looking at the cards and kind of reading the abilities and like what they do. I think it's so interesting. Do any of y'all out there watching the videos, do you like to do that? You know, there's so many ways to connect and, to collect. And with that being said, there's so many different ways to, like, enjoy the cards, right? Both, or either by viewing, like, the art or, you know, marveling at the technicality of the abilities and the moves and stuff like that. I mean, some of these moves are pretty interesting. Like, they're definitely chess level moves, you know. You can tell that there's a lot of thought put into, like, what they do. And it's kind of interesting. So here we go. We got Vivid Voltage. Shout out to Kumarian. Can I get a crazy pull? Pikachu. Oh, Regirock, Hollow. Alright, we got a few more packs, though. Paldean Fates. These are the 3 packs that I got from my buddy, y'all, that I said I met through Pokemon Go. Hopefully he watches this video. Shout out to you, yo. It's Pikachu! There we go, y'all. We are in the Paldean Fates. We are in the Paldean Fates. I just took a sneak peek. What was that? Ferrothorn EX. Let's just go from the back. Kind of do it a little differently. Oh, we don't have a shiny here. But it's all about the Pikachu. Forget all the other cards. I'm not even gonna look at them. But this is what we pulled from that pack. 2 reverses and an EX. Not too bad. This is a Terastallize one, though, so I do like it. It's definitely different. Look at the eyes, y'all. Holy cow. Look at this ability, by the way. Oh, my God. So this is a Stage 1 Pokemon with 270 HP, right? Once during your turn, you may search your deck for up to 5 basic energy cards and attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like. Then shuffle your deck. Or basic grass energy cards. Shuffle them into your deck. Then shuffle your deck. If you search your deck in this way, this Pokemon is knocked out. Oh, so it's like a self deleting move, kind of like Voltorb. So you can only use this once, and then you get knocked out. So that's kind of crazy. But you can attach them to your Pokemon anyway if you like. This is like a kamikaze move. I thought this was going to be a move that you could use just like whenever, and I was like, holy cow, that's too OP right there. Now, just another example of the considering of the TCG. Now, this is a pretty good move with this Mewtwo EX, especially because it's a basic. Attach up to 2 basic psychic energy from your discard pile to your Pokemon in any way you like, and you could do that. You know, once a turn. So that's pretty good right there. All right. We got the last pack right here, Pokemon 151. Such a bittersweet story with between me and 151, man. Lovely pack art though. I just love this a lot with the original 151 Pokemon like all around it, and then you got the Mew featured in the middle. This is very unique. And what I mean by like having like such a bittersweet memory when it comes to 151 is like, yeah, I have a super sweet memory of it. It had been a great set for a while, like when it first came out, and I was able to readily find it. And then just something happened with the hobby where like, you know, greed took over and it was less available. And I kind of feel bad because I kind of took it for granted, you know. I took a lot of things for granted, and I feel like I'm just trying to come to terms with that with this hobby, right? Which I'm sure like a lot of you watching the videos out there are also, right? A lot of lessons to be learned in this hobby, man, I tell you. But I remember used to being able to get 151 just like, you know, at least once a week. Yeah, if you know, you know. All right. Yeah, but let's go here. And I actually pulled the um the mini god pack of the Charizard, Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard line, so that was pretty sick. But that was back before I used to record my videos, so. And that's another thing, like I did a lot of cool openings with 151, and that's part of the bittersweet. I like this Tangela card though. That's part of the bittersweet is like I wasn't recording back then. I do need a Dragonair from this set. Would love to see that card. It's an illustration rare. Eevee. Beautiful Eevee right here. Sparrow. Mr. Mime. Pretty cool just to have the opportunity to open up some of those like older packs. You know, I just love the mystery of you never know what you're gonna get, you know? And yep. Got this Skeledirge tin. This tin should have a couple of Paldea Evolved packs. I haven't really opened up Paldea Evolved in a while, so pretty stoked about that. Comes with this cool promo card right here. I actually love the layering and the texturing of the EX cards. Let's see what packs we have. So we have Obsidian Flame, Obsidian Flames. Oh wow, there's not even Paldea Evolved. It's totally different packs than what I was expected, but super cool with it. I mean, like really, all these sets are amazing packs. Or all these packs are of amazing sets. I kind of said that backwards. That's so funny. All these packs are amazing sets. But yeah, all these packs are of amazing sets right here. We've got Sword and Shield, Astral Radiance, Throwback, Sword and Shield, Silver Tempest, Scarlet and Violet base set. I think that's Koraidon right there. Or might be Miraidon. I know this is Reverum. Charizard. Vulpix, Alolan. Decidueye, I think this one is. I try to stay current with like the names and stuff, and just because I think it's cool to like remember things. But there's so many Pokemon, like over 1,000. But yeah, let's go in order here, y'all. We got 5 packs out of that particular tin. Super stoked to get into some Astral Radiance. I haven't opened this set in a while. It's actually one of the later sets in Sword and Shield. And let's see what we got. Got a Teddy Ursa right there. Mantine. I love that Mantine card where it's like splashing through the water. That's cool. Choi. Magneton. Glaceon, non-hollow. I don't know why Glaceon is in the woods with like grass and stuff. There's not even any snow around. It's kind of weird to me, but I guess it's like a water type. All right. Silver Tempest. Let's see what we got here. But yeah, what kind of packs have you guys been ripping or gals been ripping into out there? I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of the stuff that I have is stuff that I've had. I'm not really finding much new things out there in the wild, but I have found, a few things here and there, like once every other week or whatever. Definitely hoping for a lot to change when it comes to the hobby and availability of packs. And then, a lot of the argument is that people are trying to make is oh, just go to other cards and go to other sets and go to other aspects of the hobby like collecting singles. Well, shit, man, the singles are fucking expensive as hell too, or like bouncing all around in price because they're being manipulated in the market. Like, yo, this stuff is like a rodeo out here, y'all. On another note, I freaking love this reverse holo, yo. This is from Yukimari, and I actually wanted to highlight this illustrator because I love bringing up their cards. But I just found out something recently from watching something on YouTube. The thing that I've liked about this style is it's so different, right? This is like a claymation style versus like a printed or sketched or anything like that. And I thought that they were actually just taking pictures of the claymation, like, and creating the background after the fact. But they actually, like, create, or not they, but I found out that this artist actually creates the whole background and the claymation art and takes a picture of it all together. And that's what is the card. So how cool is that? Fiona in the back. Huge highlight of this opening so far, especially if I don't have this particular card yet. Because I am working on a collection of specifically Yukimari reverse holos. So let's go. Super hyped to see that one there. Always like to point out that that particular artist. What are some of your favorite artists? I'd love to hear in the comments. Zangoose. Zangoose is always a pretty cool card, like how they have it drawn or illustrated. Very active. And the interesting thing about Zangoose is Penny. I've always loved this trainer just because of how different she is. She's got the colored hair. She's wearing an Eevee backpack. Shuppet. Quaquaval. But yeah, one of the unique things about Zangoose is, you know, it's interesting about how certain things make us think about other things, right? But Zangoose reminds me or makes me think of this snake called a mongoose. And I actually grew up on the island of Okinawa, Japan, which the mongoose is like a snake that I think is very specific. Or not a mongoose, sorry. Not a snake, sorry. The mongoose is it's like a ferret like animal, you know, kind of like a marsupial. And so, yeah, it's a mongoose. So Zangoose makes me think of the mongoose. And yeah, I always think that's interesting. The snake that I was thinking about that's native to Japan is called the hemihabu. Um, you know, just some fun facts. All right, what pack is this? I think it's Obsidian Flames. Yeah, we had 2 Obsidian Flame packs. I think I may have seen something in the back there. Let's see. Yeah, but just so many things to enjoy along the way when it comes to Pokemon pack opening. Even if you don't get like a hit towards the back, this Altaria card looks pretty cool. I like the dragon type Pokemon because it's like their background is so different. This kind of brown and Squovet. Oh, Ice Cube, Full Arch, Rationalize. Pretty cool card there. It's got like this unique blue right in the middle of the card. Can you see it, you guys? This is so crazy to me, yo. Love it. Yo, these Terrestrialized cards hit different. I don't even care what Pokemon they're doing it with. I just love it. I think it's so cool. I didn't forget my water this time, y'all. We're getting better. You know, small steps each and every day, right? But yeah, last pack here of that 10, we've got another Obsidian Flames. Let's see what we got. Love that Bronzor. Driller, Palafin, Hollow. Yo, by the way, y'all out there, I appreciate you stopping by on another episode of Brett's Connects and Collects. Glad to share the joy of pack opening and just collection talking with y'all out there. Please like the video. Leave a comment if you'd like. And I know that there'll be something about this video that you like, so I appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, gotta keep my my stacks of 100 bulk common and uncommons organized. You know how we do it over here. It's a crazy life we live, but it's up to us to put it in some kind of order, you know. And that's one of the things that I really like about you know, Pokemon card collecting is it's such a practice in order, you know. And it's such a practice in creativity, right? I mean, you know, you get into these modes where you just kind of create a system and some kind of order, and it's so relaxing, you know. So I definitely promote the hobby to anybody that's new out there. Let's see what we got next over here. So the last 2 boxes are going to be collection boxes. They both have Surging Sparks. So, super hype, yo. I'm not going to spend too much time talking about the particulars of this box because I've already opened it before. But I love the jumbo card like a lot. A lot of times the jumbo card is not of a trainer. It's like a Pokemon. And so this is one of the first ones that I've seen, actually. And I collect jumbo cards. So look how cool this this jumbo trainer card is, y'all. And it features That's pretty cool. It features like a lot of the newer generation like trainers and stuff like that. Super cool. All right. Let's see what kind of packs we got here. Stellar, Surging, Obsidian. Nice. Like I said, I mean, I think in general, Scarlet and Violet has been a better generation than Sword and Shield. And I guess you would kind of expect that, you know, to a certain degree. That doesn't mean I don't have like certain sets within different generations that are more appealing to me or whatever. But just overall, like you expect there to be like a progression and growth in the hobby. Or in Vespiquen full art to rationalize. I definitely know I already have this card, but I always love to see these kind of cards. Look at all the different angles there, y'all. So cool. But yeah, I mean the Pokemon Company is a company and a how can I say this? I consider them more of like an institution, you know, because I've done some really interesting reviewing of the history of the company, and they started off as a like an actual playing card company, or part of Pokemon was, yeah. And so they even go back to like the late 1800s, y'all. They used to make like playing cards, like Ace through 10 type shit, you know? But however, back then, trading cards were banned in Japan. And it's like this crazy lore about how Pokemon started from an offshoot of that kind of interaction and organization of individuals. But look into it, y'all. You'd be surprised. I mean, the history behind Pokemon. The Alga Hollow. I do like this Hollow. It's pretty cool. But the main point that I'm making is that, like, the company was, or the organization of Pokemon was founded on a basis of artistry and self-printing and, you know, customizing and everything like that. But yeah, they started off actually making playing cards Ace through 10. Last pack here, the opening. I think this is Surging Sparks. Love this Meryl right here. Very cute card. Let's see what we got, y'all. Lamora. Chin Pao. All right. Nothing too crazy. Look at this hollow, though. I love this hollow. Like, it goes all the way from here to, like, back there. It's kind of like a whole series of, like, underground or snowy. But, yeah, there's a lot of depth in this hollow. I actually really like this one a lot. That's freaking sick, yo. Look at the depth in the background. Let's go. Always something fine that you can find, I'm telling y'all. All right. Last but not least, we have this Ogerpon EX Premium Collection. Sleeves, 6 booster packs, y'all. Let's go. All right. Good break on that one. Some of these are freaking tough. Like, they are sealed shut. It's so crazy. I do actually use these. These are like a card holder. I'm not going to take it out, but that's a unique way to like to hold your cards. Got some card sleeves. I'm going to put that with my collection. This one is sealed really nice, though. Love these card sleeves. Try to keep it somewhat organized instead of just throwing stuff behind me once I open it. I actually have like a whole like section that I've figured out as far as like where to put my empty card packs. Snap, crackle, and pop. Look at this promo from the Galauer and Friends. Got Sprigatito and then Fue Coco. Look how the trainers are like meant to be like right next to each other. That's so cool. Horizons. I haven't checked out the series yet, but I have thought about watching it. It's not really high up on the list there, but I'm sure like a lot of the kids. This is the Ogerpon EX Black Star promo T or 166. We've got a unique Cosmos Hollow trainer card. Cool. And then also this Ogerpon Teal Mass. Love that. Love these exclusive promo cards that you can only get from like these premium packages. It kind of gives a reason to open it. So let's try to go into order here. All right. I love how the Surging Sparks packs have been like the same pack art. Like the last one we had was 2 Duraludon. So Paradox Rift, Twilight Masquerade, 2 Stellar Crown. Let's go. Yeah, but definitely check out the lore and the history of the Pokemon International. I think you guys would be really interested to see or to kind of hear the history. I've always enjoyed this Fue Coco card. How he's under a leaf, which is not a good spot to be in the rain for a fire Pokemon, but he still looks happy, so it's kind of interesting. Snorlax doll. Aegislash, Steelix, Sparta. Another cool holo with a trainer right there. I think the trainer's name is Tulip. Yeah, which I think that's such a cute name for a trainer. Maybe based on like her hair color being purple. But yeah. I actually have a binder of like nothing but reverse holo trainers and holo trainers. It's like a collection of all the trainers that I have. Just another example of like kind of one of my different love this Lairon artwork. Like that painting looks very kind of like Van Gogh-ish in the background, like Vincent Van Gogh. Venipede, Tamikaze Kamiya artwork. Let's go. Kadabra, Frostlass. I use this card a lot in the TCG for one of my decks. It's kind of cool. But I do like this holo though. It looks like a straight up whole mountain area there. Like look how you have mountains in the corner. The snow. I mean, yo. We can't sleep on some of these freaking holos, yo. Like I will be honest though, some of them are freaking flat. Like they're super flat and like really like blah. But a lot of times you can find those what I like to call diamond in the roughs. And those are the ones that are fun to look at. Kind of winding it down with the pack opening here. Little Lantern, Zeraora. Wow, this holo is so cool. Definitely another example of one of the cool holos. Wow, look at all the depth. This is a lightning Pokemon. I love Zeraora, actually. It's one of my favorite Pokemon. All right. After this one, oh, look at this Eevee. Aw. I like this card a lot. That's so cute. This card I think is so cool too. Makes me think of the Fortress of Solitude from Superman. Yeah. Crispin. Ladian. Another great holo though here too. All right, Surging Sparks. What can we see out of you here? We started off the video with a pretty cool, I think, full art Galvantula. A lot of color, a lot of pop. Let's see if we can get something here towards the end. Shout out to Relax Movement on YouTube, y'all. Check them out. Got a lot of great videos with just vibe sounds on them. Zangoose. Not to be confused with Mongoose. Dialga. Gouging Fire. Last pack, Surging Sparks. Last pack of the video. Appreciate y'all stopping by, yo. Alright, let's see what we got. Blitzel. Registeel. Amulet of Hope. Okay. That's cool. That's kind of cool. I like that. Semi-Seer. Oh, Eternatus. Kind of a cool card, though. I like this card. This is pretty cool. But, all right, let's take a recap of the hits here. Nonetheless, definitely an enjoyable time. It's always fun to me. Clearly, as I'm sure y'all can hear and see, it's always a good time for me opening up Pokemon cards. There's so many things to see and enjoy, so... Gotta keep things organized. Never stop organizing. It's like a requirement. You have to be able to organize in this hobby. But yeah, hopefully you guys are finding the same kind of joy as simplistically as possible when it comes to Pokemon, from, you know, the most basic of common cards to you know, these A-Spec cards and stuff like that. So we'll start from the back as far as the hits. We got the Amulet of Hope, A-Spec. Vespiquen, EX, Full Art, Terrestrialize. Ice Cube, Full Art, Terrestrialize. Mewtwo, EX, Terrestrialize. Fortress EX, Terrestrialize, and probably my favorite card of the opening, the very first card, how ironic, like eventually EX Full Art Terrestrialize. Look at all the diamonds going around its head there. Like, what does that mean? That like it's like every type? Oh my gosh. Crazy work right there. A lot of full arts in this opening, actually. 3 of them. Quite a few EXs as well. Let me see how many packs we opened up here. So we've got 2, 4, 6 hits. 1, 2, 3. Dang, we actually opened up a lot of packs, y'all. Like 23 packs with only 6 hits. That is a little bit on the lower side. So hopefully the luck will be more so with us on the next time. And until then, on the next episode of Breast Connects and Collects, I appreciate y'all stopping by. Stay cool out there. Stay strong. Stay positive. Help somebody if you can. Spread love, not hate. Peace.